In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of sacrifice. A look of bliss should then come over the worker's face, and they'll ignore you. Request twice more. You'll then be taken by another staff member to the highest floor in the building, then one higher. It'll be in an unused pitch-black section of the building. It'll appear as if it is under construction. If you hear the sounds of work being done, demand that you be taken to the overseer. The staff member will realize he has not fooled you and will take you to the true floor. You'll hear an unending groan reverberate off of the walls from the area furthest from you. It is of utmost importance that you listen to where the sound echoes from. Should the source of the noise change, stand still for 5 seconds and extend your right arm, displaying your palm towards the darkness. If you feel what seems to be thousands of the most wretched bugs in existence crawl across your arm, do not flinch, do not cry out. If you do either, there's nothing that'll save you. If the feeling ceases, then proceed further. Upon reaching the end of the hall, something will trigger the lights. The lights shall reveal thousands of corpses formed together as the floor, so as to show the sacrifices one must make to achieve ownership of the object. A door will be to your right. Open it. Once you cross over the threshold of the door, you'll arrive in an office. A man will be facing you, sitting in a chair on the opposite end of the room. He'll speak on a cell phone dripping with blood, but his voice will be non-existent. However, once you ask him the question, he'll pause. Why have I been chosen? He'll then hold out the bloodied phone to you. Take it, and listen. A raspy voice shall describe the purpose of the object, and why you've been chosen, and you shall shake uncontrollably. This phone is object 48 of 538. Those who can bear to listen will receive the truth. In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of the grail. As soon as your words reach her ears, the worker will suddenly have a blank stare on her face. If you stare at her, you may suddenly lose all grasp of reality. You should avert your gaze and ask your question again. A blunt object will smash into your head from behind, and all will go black. When you wake up, you'll be in a dark room. A compass stands on a pedestal in the middle, pointing out the 4 directions for all eternity. If you go south, you'll find a well. If you look inside the well, a stream of demons will emerge and eat you. This is far worse than it sounds, as your consciousness does not vanish, and you'll have the experience of being digested in 50 different places for countless millennia. If you go east, you will wander the land of Nod for all time. The wind may strip the flesh from your bones, but your skeleton will not cease to walk. If you go west, you'll reach the edge and will not resist the urge to throw yourself over. If you go north, you'll find a door with a strange marking on it. If you place your hand on this mark, you'll see an image of him. He'll tell you to enter the door. Inside, you'll find a forest. If you go into the forest, you'll find a lake. Quickly, if you turn away, you'll escape from sudden death, for the lake is but a mirage, masking a creature far more horrible than anything from your worst nightmare. If you keep going and suddenly turn left, you'll find a pool of blood. There's a man in the pool of blood, and he asks for your soul. If you give him your soul, he'll get up. This man has the face of a devil, but his voice is that of an angel. When he smiles at you, if you do not turn away, your soul will be lost forever. When the man walks up to you, he'll say, "Thank you," and will give you a grail filled with blood. And suddenly, in a single second, you'll wind up in the kitchen of whatever place you call home. Be thankful. If you had done something wrong, the man would still be holding your soul, and the pain of such a separation is an experience you do not wish to go through. But bear in mind, you will survive. You'll live on in screaming agony till someone designs to end your suffering. Put the cup in the freezer. It should be kept cold and never spill a drop, lest it ignite once more the fires of hell on the earth. This grail is object 49 of 538. If you drink his blood, you'll either go mad or become the Antichrist. Only your fate can decide.